This video will introduce the AS-60RT VM data management software. The program provides a quick, intuitive way to review and analyze logged data from RION sound level meters. It allows you to graphically display measurement data, perform calculation processing with the possibility to exclude unwanted sounds, and create flexible weekly and daily reports. If you have multiple sound level meters installed in different places, each NL42, 52 and 62 sound level meter can be identified with a number. It can be useful to see all of the stored data simultaneously on one display with the AS-60. Let's have a look at how the AS-60 program works using a 2-day observation of road traffic noise taken with the RION NL52 sound level meter. Using an NL52 event function, the event recording is for noise above 70 decibels. The road traffic noise has been stored as LEQ data at 10-minute intervals and as LP data for 2 days using the auto store mode. To properly evaluate road traffic noise, unnecessary sounds like the loud noise of an ambulance passing by should be excluded from the LAEQ calculation. Number 1. Load the measured data and project files. Data importing is quick and intuitive. Simply drag and drop folders containing audio and numerical data into the AS-60 software. Then graphs are displayed like this. Number 2. Calculated values. Multiple calculation results for the selected interval are displayed. Select the calculation values which you want to display from the Display Settings tab. In this example, only LEQ is selected. Number 3. Magnify the selected intervals. Select the interval to be magnified on the graph. Then a window will pop up. Now select Magnify Selected Interval. The program displays file icons for any audio recordings on zoomable graphs of the survey data. It's easy to review long-term survey results, and you can quickly investigate noise events and/or periodic recordings. Number 4. Play back the sounds and decide which of them to exclude. Click the green marker to play back the sound and listen in order to select and exclude any unnecessary sounds. These will become grayed out. The forward button skips to the next sound event. Number 5. Full view of the measurement data. Clicking the Overview button will result in the display of the entire original stored interval. The LEQ results are displayed without the eliminated data. Number 6. Report creation. Click the Report button and the Report creation display will appear. Here you can create daily and periodic reports. Number 7. 1 hour average. Now let's see how to calculate average values for each hour, as well as for the daily reference intervals like day, evening and night. Click the Daily Report tab and select the start and end time for the displayed interval and click the Display button. When clicking the 1 hour average tab, the calculated values for every hour as well as the reference intervals are displayed. By using the year, month, day, you can see the results of each day. Number 8. Output. The information can be saved as an Excel file, a text file, or printed out. The whole procedure is simple and easy and can save you time. Here are 5 additional functions that may come in useful. Number 1. Sync operations. You can review, synchronize and analyze data from up to 8 sets of results simultaneously. Number 2. Marker functions. The marker function of AS-60 allows you to mark out one or more selected areas. A brown marker bar will be displayed on the upper part of the graph. Marked areas can then be converted into areas to be excluded from the calculations. Number 3. Connecting measured data. Using this function, you can combine up to 4 different sets of data measured in different time intervals. The function is used to combine separate items of measurement data, which was split due to a battery replacement of the sound level meter or some other reason, into a single set of data. Number 4. Copy to a clipboard. Using this function, you can easily copy graphs or sections of a graph to a clipboard. These can later be pasted into programs such as Excel. Number 5. The possibility to load files saved by different measuring instruments. AS-60 supports LP and LEQ auto-store data from the RION sound level meters. In addition, CSV format data files from the RION DA40 viewer software are supported. The optional AS-60RT software enables the loading of octave and 1/3 octave band auto-store data from the RION sound level meters. The optional AS-60 VM software supports data from the RION vibration meter, the VM53. Thank you for watching this video. Whether you are using RION sound level meters or other kinds of equipment, this software can make your job easier. Thank you.